Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hello.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me on our bed for our little program here. Okay, so Merry Christmas, my love. We've had quite an eventful 2 days. First of all, we got a few cards, and your cousin and your brother, because we sent out cards with our pictures, but it was like a separate picture inside the Christmas card. But your cousin and your brother did the thing where they put their picture like it's part of the card. It's on the card. Do you think that's like a level up? Are they trying to flex on us?
Yeah, I like that idea. I think we should do that next year.
Okay. Is that it's not difficult, right? You just get the picture on some greeting cards.
Yeah, there's websites that do it. It's pretty simple.
Should be easy. Okay, so Christmas Eve, I worked just half day. I was off at 11. Then we headed out to your parents, Liz and Alan.
Look who's here.
And oop.
Okay, so Christmas Eve, we headed out to your parents at around 2. Your mom put on quite the spread. There was quiche, there was bacon, there was morning mix-up, which is Fisher tradition. It's eggs, potatoes, and ham. But I thought the star of the show was Auntie Kay's mac and cheese.
Yeah, that was really good.
It was super indulgent, super cheesy, and then the top had bacon on it, and it also had like a crust. Like it was burnt, but like in a good way. So it had some crunch, and it was super duper yummy. You ate too much.
I ate too much too quickly. I immediately stood up and I thought I was going to throw up, and I was really scared for a second.
Oh dear. You offered me your croissant with jelly in it.
Yes, and I also didn't finish a cinnamon roll, and I gave that to you.
Yeah. And you offered me both, and I was like, honey, I got the savory thing going on. That's sweet. I don't like to mix the two. But reluctantly, someone's got it. It's a dirty job. Someone's got to do it. So I ate your croissant and most of your cinnamon roll. But yeah, it was yummy. It was fun. Your parents got, all the adult males got a Leatherman. It's like a Swiss Army knife for adults. It has like 27 things that pop out of it. Me and Lennox figured out 3 of them. It looks really difficult, but...
Did you cut yourself?
No.
Okay.
No. But I did with Lennox's Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, I was worried about you yesterday when you're playing with the switchblades.
Right. I know, and Lennox was playing with it too, and I was like, oh, this could turn bad really quickly. But, well, I don't know how to take out the other 19 things or whatever.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but it comes with an instruction manual. And then, what did your parents get all the ladies?
We got some fuzzy, warm earmuffs.
You were walking around yesterday with them on in the house. Super cute.
Yeah, I should wear them when I go outside for a walk.
Yeah.
That would be quite the look.
It looks directly from Central Casting for the Hallmark Christmas movie tableau. Like you put a pair of earmuffs on, you get a scarf, and some blue jeans.
Some fake snow falling.
And you're ready to roll. Your parents' tree is hecka nice, dude.
It's beautiful. It's fake. They've had it for a while.
Yeah.
A few years. It's really full.
Yeah.
It's sparkly.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
It's got the lights on it already. It's green, but it has a bunch of whites to appear like it's snowy. I was like, dude, we're getting a new tree because our tree is low rent.
I love our sad little tree.
Yeah.
But it's weak.
Yeah.
It's a little pathetic.
Compared to your parents' tree, our tree is like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Yep.
But I was on, they got it from Home Depot a few years ago. I was on Home Depot and Lowe's and Walmart. Definitely going to get one. But, I mean, Christmas trees, hundreds of dollars. They go up to 7 feet, 9 feet. Plethora of options, but I found a decent one, six or 6.5. But it has the green kind of white thing going on, and it's pre-lit. About $40-ish. So I think we'll get that. But on the other hand, we only use it once a month. But on the other hand, we use it once a month.
Once a year.
Yeah, once a year. Sorry. And we'll have room in the downstairs closet.
Yeah, but like you buy a tree, and if it's a good, decent one, you'll have it for years.
Yeah.
And we've had yours for, how long have you had that? 9 years or so?
Yeah.
So it's a good investment. You buy it after Christmas when they're cheaper.
Yeah.
I think we should get a new one.
We will. We shall. And also, we talked about movies and TV shows that neither of us watch. And then you try to describe the plot, and then it just... A lot of these conversations go nowhere. And God bless everyone for watching movies and TV shows, but I don't know. It's not like the old days, honey. Thursday, Seinfeld would air, and Friday morning at Bernardo Heights Middle School, we'd show up and we'd discuss Seinfeld. I miss those days. Simpler times. Mm. Then we went to the Lewises. Can you describe... Kathy Lewis is your
aunt.
Dad's...
She's my aunt.
Yeah. Your dad's sister.
Yes.
And then she married a handsome young man named Paul. They had kids, and their kids had kids, and on and on. So it was our second stop on the Christmas tour. It was cool. It was cool seeing the Lewises, that side of the family. But the most noteworthy thing is that, so they threw up a picture album on the TV, and it was just randomly grabbing pictures from someone's photos or someone's hard drive. Well, Paul set it up. And I see here in my notes that your ex-husband made an appearance several times on Uncle Paul's television.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to see that.
That was shot. Wait, you used to be married? Wow. Shocking stuff here, folks. I don't care. It's fine. When we got home, hung out, you were worried that on the night before Christmas and all through the house, my wife was worried that Len wouldn't like his prezzies.
Yeah. He's hard to shop for at this particular age.
Yeah.
And the number one thing he wanted was cash.
Right.
But then he mentions other stuff here and there that he wants.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So I was seriously doubting that he was going to be happy with what we got. But
yeah.
I think no matter what, he may have been like underwhelmed or disappointed. So
I mean, that's part of being a teenager. I remember being a teenager for Christmas, and whatever you got, you were just like, okay. And Lennox wants a $2,000 PC and a Nintendo Switch and or like a nice camera to take pictures, a DSLR, if you will. But that stuff is super pricey. So
maybe someday.
Yeah. Well, he keeps talking about saving money, and right now he's flush with cash, but I'm sure it'll all go to French fries and Takis. And then so last year we drove around, you made hot cocoa, drove around, looked at Christmas lights. Last night, you, Lennox, and Luna walked around the hood.
Well, last night, it's Christmas Eve. We get home.
Yeah.
It's not terribly late, and everyone in our house was saying how it just didn't feel very festive this year. It didn't feel very holiday, Christmassy. And I was feeling kind of restless, and I wanted to just spend time with the kids and maybe, I don't know, just do something. So I thought we could go for a late night walk, and we could at least walk around in our neighborhood and see Christmas lights outside.
Yeah.
So it was 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And I got out of bed and I went and got both the kids, and we went out for a little 15, 20-minute walk just around the neighborhood. It was fun. It was really cold.
Well, we're laying in bed, we're hanging out, and I'm like 30 to 40% asleep. And you said, honey, I'm going to go see if Lennox and Luna want to walk around the neighborhood and look at Christmas lights. And I was like, okay. But in my head, I was like, there's no way in hell Lennox and Luna are going to walk around the neighborhood right now. Because we were out. It was sort of a long day. And I was like, your mission is going to return in failure. But I guess I was knocked out when you guys went.
Yeah, you were. I didn't even think you remembered me talking to you about leaving.
I did.
But I'm glad we did it. We had a nice little time.
Yeah.
Nice little walk.
Yeah. Well, you guys went, and I wish I would have gone, but that's fine.
We'll go again next year.
Okay.
New tradition.
Let's go earlier, like
no,
before I go to sleep. Like
that's the fun is going late at night.
4:30. Well, let's drive around like we did last year.
Yeah, we could do that again.
Some hot cocoa. Christmas morning, woke up. I made you some eggs. I made us some eggs. You began cooking around 11ish. Presents. So you constantly say I'm hard to shop for. What can I do to be easier to shop for? I don't know. But several times recently, like we'll be at a Mexican restaurant or Chinese restaurant or whatever, and I'll see a shirt. Like the waiters and stuff, like the t-shirts they wear. I was like, oh, I want that t-shirt. I want some local merch. I want to represent, West Sac, Best Sac. And tell the people what you got me for my first present, honey.
I got you a t-shirt from Whitey's Jolly Cone.
Yeah, it's a famous burger stand here in West Sacramento. Unfortunately named Whitey's, but
it's cute.
Just go with it. Yeah.
It's cute. It's a little ice cream milkshake.
Yeah, burgers, fries, whatnot. But we were there several months ago, and they do have merch. They do have t-shirts, and I said, oh, I really want one of those t-shirts, and I just never bought one. But excellent, honey.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent purchase.
I'm glad you like it.
You nailed it, yeah.
Good. The thing is, I'm running out of West Sac locations. A couple years ago, I got you a Chuyita shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where else. I need to find out where else merch is sold at so I can get you the whole collection.
Right. Ask the West Sac Facebook. And then you got me a gift card to Harbor Nails, $50, so I can get my nails, my pedicure on, my manicure on.
I actually ended up doing really good for you this year.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like you're happy with both of your gifts.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I maintain I'm not difficult to shop for. But yeah, you've been saying for months you don't know what to get me, but you nailed it.
Yay.
You nailed it on the 2 gifts. And then for you, I bought so we walk around our condo complex, and there's lots of balconies. No one ever hangs out on the balconies, but there's balconies everywhere. And one thing people do is they get like potted plants that hang off the rail of their balcony. And a few months ago, you said something like, oh, I want that, or oh, that's so nice. So bought a few of those, and this is the 2-parter gift like Dune. And we're going to go to Home Depot or Lowe's and bring those pots with us so we can buy a plant that fits specifically for the little things that hang off the rail. And then I bought you a heated blanket because I'm tired of you complaining. I mean whining. I mean saying you're cold. You're always cold.
I'm always cold. I've never owned a heated blanket.
Really?
I'm excited.
Wow, this is a step up in luxury, honey.
And the plant pots, that was a good gift. That surprised me. I never would have thought to get myself that or expected you to. So I'm excited. I always kill plants. I never can keep anything alive.
That's not the attitude I want to hear, honey.
I'm hoping that I think we should get like the lowest maintenance plants, like the least resistant to death. Most resistant to death. Whatever. I'm trying to keep this going without you, honey. It's not the same when you're not laying by me.
I'm back from my parched throat.
Vince went to get water for 30 seconds and I was flailing without him.
I got a frosty beverage. I think we both got excellent gifts for each other.
Yes. Good job, us.
Let's continue this tradition. Len, Luna, we didn't get them a lot. And then, like, Len said, you should have got me cologne. And I was like, oh, we're playing the should have game. Okay.
I did almost buy him cologne, actually. But it's such a hard thing to buy somebody because there's so many different ones. Yeah. And it's expensive, so you don't want to buy one that they won't like.
Yeah.
Because it's a big purchase.
Yeah. I was just really, Len. We're just opening presents. We're hanging out, and you're gonna drop the shoulda. You should have done this. We should, because we can play the shoulda game if you want to play the should have game. I watched another episode of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. It's fine. It's a little too on the nose with Goonies, the latest episode, but whatever. I guess I'll stick with it, because what the hell else am I doing with my one precious fleeting life? We watched some NFL on the Netflix. Fun fact, honey, Mr. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, is having the lowest production in terms of receiving yards and touchdowns of his entire career this year.
Worst year ever?
Yeah. And who's to blame?
Him.
Who's the fault? Who's at fault?
I think he's getting too fame hungry.
Blame the woman.
He's getting too Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, he's got 1 foot out football.
He's always been fame hungry. He's always wanted to be an F-boy. But now that he's achieved...
Yeah, he's getting there.
Celebrity F-boy status, he's getting lazy. He's getting slow. Let's talk about what really matters, honey. Our food, our Christmas lunch, if you will. You started cooking early. What did you cook us, honey?
I had a ham from Costco.
Yeah.
It was boneless.
It was just a slab.
Yeah, it was a giant slab, not pre-sliced.
Yeah.
It didn't come with any sort of rub.
Yeah. I think
it was fine.
Yeah, it was just a big ham steak, a big slab of ham.
It wasn't. I don't know.
Like,
ham.
Like the Flintstones or something.
The last 2 hams I've cooked for us have not been very good, and they've been a little cold, even though I've cooked them for an hour in the oven. I'm just underwhelmed, or I'm over ham. I don't know what.
I think next time we got to go back to the boneless spiral cut, because the thin slice is a winner, and when you fry it up the next day with eggs or whatever, that's definitely something you want. And because it was just you and the cutting board and a knife, you like the slices were really thick, and now it's cubed up, and that's fine. But I like thin, paper thin ham, if you will. We had some biscuits. I thought were a winner.
Biscuits are always biscuits from a can, always good.
Yes.
And then we had 2 trays of potatoes that I just put in the oven and baked them. One was scalloped and one was smashed.
Yeah.
They were fine.
Yeah, I like the scalloped, like saucy, cheesy, but then I like the smashed in terms of like crunchy texture. But individually, they were fine.
And then we had pecan pie. With ice cream. You had ice cream.
Yeah.
Pecan pie is kind of weird because the filling is it's like one of those Hostess pie fillings. I don't know, it's just a bunch of sugar, like a gelatin sugar
and
with some pecans. But it was good, I guess. It was fine.
What's the actual name? You said a home run pie?
Home run pies. Was that a different brand that made... They were like exactly like Hostess pie.
Okay.
But I remember home run pies when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. Because you said home run pie, and I was like, huh? And then you said Hostess. I was like, oh, yeah. I like pecan pies, but where do you put it with pumpkin, apple, honey?
Pecan's really low on my list. I like pumpkin better. I like peach better.
No.
I like any fruit pie better.
Disagree. Home run pie?
And oop.
I'm a big fan of pecan pie. Throw it in the microwave, and then throw some ice cream on top. And the ice cream gets all melty. I had some of Luna's Cool Whip on top. It was heaven, slice of heaven. And then you bake more bread for Grandma number 2, chronologically speaking. Liz is number 1, Bev is number 2, Grandma Tian's number 3. You bake some more bread. Has anyone texted you about all your bread baking, darling?
No one. No one. I think it's good.
Yeah.
I'm hoping everyone else thought it was decent at least. They just haven't thought about texting me, and that's okay.
Our realtor, Amanda Wilkins, dropped off some homemade bread today. How would you compare it to... Well, first of all, it came in like a bag. Like I was like, oh, is that from the Nugget? And you said, no, it's homemade. I was like, oh. So I think bag is very important.
It looked professional. It was one of those bags that had like a clear plastic window.
Yeah.
And then it was folded with like a sticker that held it shut.
Wow.
Yeah, it looked really professional. It was a sourdough, so it was like obviously a lot better than the bread that I made. Mm-hmm. I'm not making a sourdough. Those are more complicated and difficult, and I don't know how to do that. My bread was really easy, so there you go.
Next year, are you going to do bread again, different bread, or are you going to go back to sweets? I think bread is fine, but it's very utilitarian, very basic, but you talk about like your lemon blueberry loaf last year, or if you make a pie or just chocolate chip cookies, those are crowd pleasers.
I want to do something really simple next year, like possibly not even use the oven. But I'm not ready to think about it. Whoa.
Yeah.
Is there something
You're not, so you have no current machinations for
No. I'm like Santa. I need a little break before we get ready.
Gotcha.
To prepare for next Christmas.
Gotcha. Yesterday we went to Baskin Robbins, just me, you, and Lennox. And he got 3 scoops of daiquiri ice. And I was like, did you get a cover? And he said no. And I was like, okay. Because we were going to go home eventually. He housed 3 scoops of daiquiri ice cream.
Yeah, he didn't need a cover.
In minutes.
I believed in him. I knew he was going to do it.
I was impressed. And then finally, breaking news, honey. Well, you broke it to me. What can you tell the people what happened or what stopped happening?
Went down to the garage today, and the scooter is no longer beeping.
Yeah,
it's a Christmas miracle.
So, if you're just tuning in, a few months ago, Len brought Lincoln Wind scooter over here, but it didn't have the charger, and I was like, oh well. The port or whatever, the connector is the same exact one as your old scooter, Len. So let me just plug this old scooter charger into Lincoln Wind's 9-bot Segway charger. And for a few days, it was fine, but then it started doing this. It's been doing that for weeks, maybe a month. And I can't really hear it, but I'm deaf.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Or I'm going deaf.
I can hear it up here. As soon as you go to the stairwell, you can start hearing it really loudly.
Yeah.
I know our neighbors can hear it. You can I was 20 feet away from our garage and I could hear it.
Well, I was like, I had my ear pressed up against the garage and I said, oh yeah, I can hear it. But I couldn't hear it from 20 feet away. So hopefully our neighbors are deaf. But it's been plaguing our lives.
So I went downstairs and it was not beeping. And then we left, drove somewhere, came back.
Yeah.
Because I thought maybe this is just a fluke. But when I came back an hour later, it was still not beeping. So I hope this is the end. I hope this is it. The end of our turmoil.
Well, you wouldn't give Lincoln the scooter back with it beeping, right?
Yes, you broke it.
Yeah.
So we couldn't give it back to him like that.
I broke it, I buy it. But now that it's not beeping, here's your non-functioning scooter, Lincoln.
We have to give it back because at least it's not beeping, and if anything's wrong with it, they can figure it out.
What do you think about me buying them another scooter?
If they come to you and say you broke this.
But see,
it might be fine. They might take it home, plug it in at their house, and it works just fine.
Well, but Lennox brought the Segway 9-bot charger over here, and it's the same issue.
Well,
I remember being a kid and like you'd be playing and then you break your friend's Nintendo or you break a window or something gets broken, and then all hell breaks loose, and that becomes like a wedge in your friendship / relationship, and everything gets weird. I don't want that to happen to Len and Lincoln, so I'm thinking of just buying. I've checked the price; it's around $140, because I feel bad, and I don't want Lincoln to be sore at me. I don't want him to be sore at Lennox. I don't want being Lincoln's dad to think we're not ethical people. So I'm on the verge of buying them
Okay.
a new one.
Okay. Go for it.
Speaking of presents, so Lennox got it's a handheld, and you can get these on Temu for $30-$40. It's completely, in my opinion, illegal. It's a little gaming device, and it comes with tons of games like Atari games, Nintendo games, Sega games, and so we were noodling around on it this evening, and he was over it because I mean these games are like ancient history. But I brought up Madden 95, and I was like, ooh, I'm the Chargers. Dennis Gibson, linebacker. Remember Leslie O'Neal, honey? Defensive lineman? No? Alrighty. But it definitely brought me back to playing Madden 95 with my high school friends. And then after a couple minutes, I'm like, meh. But Lennox doesn't want it. I guess I can mess around with it.
Why do you think it's illegal? You think they don't have the rights to all those games?
Correct.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How do they get away with it?
Because it's on Temu. Temu is the Wild West, and there's just too many to crack down on. But I've seen these things, and you can't like make websites playing Akari Warriors, which is also on the handheld, because that stuff you need to pay for the license or whatever. But it's cool. I was playing Donkey Kong. Luna played Donkey Kong for about 30 seconds, and she got bored. I played for about 90 seconds, and I got bored. But it's a trip. It's cool. Alrighty. Well, how would you rate our Christmas darling?
B. I was going to say B minus.
I thought... I know it's hip to say that it doesn't feel like Christmas, but I think every Christmas feels like Christmas. Well, whatever you feel in December, that's what Christmas is. That's what Christmas feels like. I feel like we did a good job. We had fun, and I'm ready to live pointlessly for the next 11 and a half months of doldrums and boredom and everyone hating everyone else. But I'm ready to listen to more Christmas music in about 11 months. By the way, we've been listening to instrumental Christmas music. Huge upgrade.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to go.
I'm so over Bing Crosby and the same Frank Sinatra stuff.
Right. I love the tune to all those classic songs.
Yeah.
But something about the lyrics, like, it just gets a bit old.
Yeah. Well, because you've heard them 9 million times. And we didn't watch the movie. Yeah. We didn't watch Christmas Vacation. We didn't watch Home Alone. We watched the new stuff. And yeah, it's cheesy and lame, but it's something different.
I'm also overall like the modern pop hits.
Yeah. Like Ariana Grande's Christmas song. Bieber's Mistletoe song.
Those are good. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I like Kelly Clarkson's Christmas songs too.
Oh, yeah. That's a banger.
Yeah, just the instrumental really was nice listening to that this year.
Yeah, I agree. Alrighty, we're done, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. Merry Christmas, y'all. Have a happy and safe New Year. Peace out. See ya.